Hello. Hello and welcome everyone to another insightful episode of Anita's Talk Show. And today we are diving into a topic that affects almost every household. That is financial stress caused by EMIs. That is wonderful and very new to me also. And maybe most of my audience also may be wondering that as a layman, I only know what is EMI. And it is home loans, car loans, credit card payments. Managing EMIs can feel like never ending burden. But what if with right strategies, you reduce your EMI burden and take control of your future? To let us navigate this, we have a special guest on our show today, and he is none other than Rohit, and he is an EMI reduction coach. Welcome to the show, Rohit, and it's a
Thank you,
pleasure
Anita.
to have you, welcome you, and give you this opportunity to introduce yourself to the audience.
Thank you, Anita ji, for the warm welcome. To tell you about myself, I'm a EMI reduction coach. So when you ask me okay, what inspired me to become a EMI reduction coach, I started my journey as a money management coach. But
Okay.
over the time, and I understood that the major problem that people were facing was the EMIs. I have seen the pressure of EMIs somehow in
Mm,
my childhood also. I have gone through that, and every middle class family goes through that EMI pressure. I have understood that topic very deeper. So that was the reason I thought that let me help people on this topic only. And
correct.
there the journey began.
Very nice. Very. You were saying that you were in a job and you left that job, and your story really influenced me a lot. And I wanted that you should share this with the audience also.
So everybody right now is not very much happy doing the job, but they don't have any other option as well. So that is one of the major reason most of the people are doing jobs. That over the time I started understanding that I'm very good in finance, and that is the reason I have worked on it. I have completed my chartered wealth manager. I completed my book, and I
Wow.
worked on it on a deeper level. With my job, I was able to work for almost 2 years. I did at a side hustle, and then when I started understanding that this is my calling and want to do, to have more time to work on the skills, to work on helping more people. So that was the reason I made the decision. Now I have to do it.
Great.
2 years back, I was always thinking like next 20 years I have to do a job. A particular amount is going towards investment. This EMI is going, that investment is going, everything is going as a normal thing, and this will keep continuing for the next 20 years. But in the
Right.
last 2, 3 years, 4 years, I started understanding that you can do things what you like to do, and with your timing, with your freedom, and that made me push to take the efforts in a much better way, and that inspired me to do the right actions. And like a focused attention of 2 years can help you reduce your 20 years as well.
Wonderful. This is really a big leap you have taken in your career, right? A risky one also. Did you feel that way?
Honestly, it would be wrong to say कि नहीं मुझे डर नहीं लग रहा था. As a middle class person, we always are taught that we need to be stable. Our life should be very at the comfortable stage, and people think at least we have a source of income coming to us every month. That makes people not to take the risk in life. But if we are
Correct.
not taking calculated risk in our life, then we will not be able to do something very big. But if we have some bigger goals, then we have to take a calculated risk in life.
This was really powerful. That take risk, but it should be calculated risk. It is
Right.
really powerful. And for the audience, I would like to say that please ponder on these things that Rohit is coming up. It is, though, a calculated risk. But at the back of the mind, you have got that what next? What will happen if I don't have any backup or something like that? And this niche which you have taken up as an EMI reduction coach is appears to be very helpful for the audience. How do you define EMI and what role does it play in the person's life?
So EMI's full form is actually equated monthly installments.
Okay.
So, so when a person is like there are two kinds of people. One person is like when they want to meet a need of their life, something
Hmm.
that is important for them, a medical emergency,
Right.
or they want to buy a home for living in that, right? So this is a kind of need that they have. They don't have sufficient money right now because for home, anybody will not have a complete corpus. They will go for a loan. And there is a second category of the people who have high list of demands. Demands means they want a luxurious car, they want a luxurious vacation, they want to spend money like anything, like they are living life on credit cards. So for
Okay.
them, there is a different type of loan world, right? And so that is the difference between both the categories. One person is taking for the needs and one person is taking for the demands. So
Mm-hmm.
the moment you start going into the demands world,
Mm-hmm.
there is no end to it.
Right.
There is no end to the brands right now. We know there are so many brands right now. You think
Yes.
5,000 का जीन्स आता है, अभी 10,000 का आता है, 50,000 का आता है, lakhs का भी आता है. No
Right.
limit to that. Society pressure it is more of right
Society.
now.
Right.
Because if I may ask you, like in our childhood, there were no brands as but
Right.
right now the brand culture is so much, and because of social media, everyone wants to buy new things. They want to showcase on social media that I'm going there, I'm bought this car, this home, and that is the reason it creates a pressure among the other people. Like this person is doing that, why cannot I do that? If I
Yeah.
have to take a loan, I will do that.
I'll
So
do
that
that.
creates a pressure.
Correct.
Parents want that the children should take a home in spite they are not able to manage, but still
Manage.
their parents force them. There are various reasons behind that.
It's all you can call social pressures. EMIs are a part of life now. Right.
Right.
So, as an EMI coach, if some customer comes to you, what kind of steps are you taking? Or if some one wants to learn something about this kind of coaching, what kind of funnel or what kind of strategy you're having?
First of all, we need to understand what is the mindset of that person, what
Okay.
is the spending habits, what type of assets that person has. The detailed understanding I need to have of that person so that I can understand where is he spending that money. Like there are various reasons for people now getting into the debt trap. Sometimes it is because of the stock market loss, sometimes it is because of the FNO loss, sometimes it is because of the gaming. When I'm talking to people, I understand like it is because of n number of reasons. This is personal finance. Personal finance is completely personal to everybody. And even if there are two brothers, two sisters, their personal finance will never be the same. Their
Absolutely.
income is different, their expenses are different, their living standard is different, and the way they think this is also different. It has to be managed in that way.
Manage. Right. Right. So, in that case, it is rather inner game, which you.
Of inner game and outer game as well, where I need to understand like what type of loans they have taken,
Hmm.
what type of what is the mindset that they have, what was the reason that they get into this debt trap.
Okay.
Because with the technical strategies, if that mindset is not improved, then again they will be going to that same trap. Was almost 4 or 5 years back. He was into the debt trap, and he was having a home also
Oh,
with his brother.
okay.
So he told his brother that you give me money, I don't want that home. You give me that money, and I will be paying off my loans, and I will be having a better life now.
Okay.
So, and after 4 years, he told me in the call that, sir, I'm in the same situation after 4 years again.
Oh,
Because mindset wise, he has not changed. Habit wise, he has not changed.
right. Right.
And understanding is also not there. Are not having the right understanding, then
Mm.
somehow or the other, you will be again in the same situation.
A coach, EMI reduction coach. So, the your method.
So that's what I said, that we need to first understand the client, where our loans are, what are the other types of investment they have done. If it is
Okay.
an unnecessary investment that is done, sometimes I've seen people, what they do is one side they are giving 15% as interest, and one
Mm.
side they're wanting that I would get 15% as return. So the equation is not the same. So there is no point ki unnecessary we are investing at that moment once we are having a huge EMI pressure. So,
Right.
so there are different aspects that we need to understand before sharing somebody like, okay, this has to be done, because it is more of customized planning that is required for a client so that it can help them. And sometimes it's a very small take. Once I understand that, they share with me all the details, and once there is, sometimes it's a very small tweak and it takes a few days. Like, if I give you an example, like for me, one of my recent client, he came to me, and within 15 days we were able to reduce his EMI by 30%.
Wow, great.
So that was
Wonderful.
the bigger thing. Why? Because I understood like what is the mistake that he's doing, and I told him that has to be done, and within few days it was done, and the same
Oh,
wealth, same amount that was going towards EMI, now is going towards wealth creation.
oh, that's good. Wants to reduce his EMIs. He's in trouble. Ways which you have kept for your customers to come in to seek your help.
Social media right now with the name Prosper with Rohit. So
Okay.
anybody can get in touch with me by that. And
Right.
I do a workshop every Saturday. So anybody
Yes.
who is interested, they can attend that workshop. They can understand like what is the reasons and how they can come out of that pressure. And even if somebody requires a personal guidance, then fill that form and one guidance with that as well.
Yes, yes. So that means people can contact you on one to one. I put Rohit's link here in the comment section below, and we'll be putting the workshop link. Just attend his workshop, and you can get a lot of awareness. So that how you can reduce your EMIs, and at the best, you can join his community so that he can help you. 100% help will be there from his side. He's got a wonderful team and will really guide you and help you in all your issues about EMIs and also other financial problems if you have got. So this is was an introduction of Rohit. Now coming up to the important question that as a parenting coach, I am very inquisitive to ask you that parents can help or guide their children right from the beginning or the childhood so that they get a mindset that what should be done as a financial education is concerned.
Thank you for asking that, because that's a very important question for the parents.
Yes,
And I would say right now the world is like that. Children see their parents, what they are doing right now.
yes,
Whatever habits their parents are having, they will inculcate the same habits.
correct.
Right now, the generation is they will follow whatever their parents are doing,
Hmm.
not saying. So if the parents are having good money habits, they are doing investments, they are saving money, they are understanding the value of money, then their children will also understand. Extreme cases or the exceptional cases, but mostly the children will behave the same way as parents are. So
Right.
parents have to improve their money understanding and their financial levels so that the children can inculcate the same habits. Same thing that is going to their children as well. So
Hmm.
at least for the sake of their children, they should understand and learn these things.
Right. This was a real golden nugget for the audience out there, especially the parents with the growing children, especially with the teenagers. Like the last question, final question I would like to ask. Like, I'm a parenting coach for teenagers. So, what should be the first baby step which kind of awareness in the children?
At age, the most important thing is like example, if parents are giving some money to their children, so they
Hmm.
should be very careful like how much money they are giving, and make the children attentive of whatever amount they are spending on whatever things they are doing right now. Like ask them like where that amount they have spent, so
Hmm.
that the children is also mindful of where the amount is going.
Correct.
Because right now if that habit is not developed, in the future also their money will go here and there and they will not be aware of that.
They'll be
So
wasting
like
money.
example, if they are giving some pocket money, ask them like, okay, you have given them 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees, whatever. So ask them like where you have spent that. Tell them to inculcate a habit of saving from there itself. And example, if they want to buy something, then ask them to take like, let's save for 2 months with your pocket money and then buy that thing, instead of
Hmm.
giving the things directly to them. Because in that case they will not never understand the value of money.
Correct.
And second thing, the most important thing that I see right now is like them iPhones, big
Hmm.
gadgets, and that is
Yes.
also creating a big trouble. Why? Because at the lower ages itself, the children are getting the feeling like, okay, this is very normal.
Very nice. Correct.
So if when the child will go up and they have to face some struggle, they have to go for a job, they want to do a business or any other thing, whenever they have to see a struggle in their life, they will not be able to see that pressure,
Very
because for them it was a rosy bed from the starting itself. Teenager means that children are in the age that they understand every other thing. So if the parents are sometimes having the pressure of finances, they should communicate that to their children also, because if they are not communicating, the children will not understand, and they will have unnecessary demands also. So when the parents communicate that to their children, they will be able to understand, and they will be behaving in a much better way as compared to what they will be if they are not knowing the things.
This was called educative kind of thing you have conveyed to the audience, that the financial planning starts from the home. If you have planned it well in your family, you will never go into trouble. On the whole, you have really summed up so beautifully that the parents and the audience and whosoever are worried about this aspect of their financial planning, this was a wonderful talk which we had with Rohit today. And before leaving, I would just give an opportunity to Rohit to just convey one single thing related to financial planning to the audience on the whole, so that they take a very beautiful experience out of this talk.
So the most important thing that I would like to suggest to the audience, whoever will be watching, maybe be mindful of your spending,
Wow.
because spending money is very easy. You have spent a lot of efforts to get that money via a job, via business, any other thing. And spending money is very easy because right now there are big marketing minds behind. They want you to spend that money. So if you are not going into that trap, then you will be creating a fortune for you by investing that money wisely. And if
Wow.
you are going into that trap, then somehow or the other you are losing that money and it will be a problem for you. And it is a good thing for them who is throwing that trap on you. Full of the money, that is the major message that I wanted to share with everybody.
Fact, very powerful for the whole life these days, because materialism has entered our worlds and finances are taking the place of emotions. So let's not play with the emotions of each other, and let's not allow finances to come in the way of emotions with the family, with your friends, and all your loved ones. So let's care for our loved ones and pay attention to our financial needs. And with that, I end this talk show, and thank you so much from all the audience out here, those who are watching and those who will watch later. I am very thankful to you, so that I have brought you a wonderful guest today, and we will love to have him yet again for another talk show like this. And if you have loved it, please write it down in the comment section that you have loved this session today. And we will surely invite and ask Rohit that if he can spare some time for us, and we'll be grateful and honored. Thank you so much, Rohit, for this wonderful session.
Thank you so much, Anita ji, for doing whatever you are doing right now as a parenting coach for the teenagers, because that's the most important part of a human life.
Very
Because
true.
from there only the children grow up as a adult and they understand the value of every other thing.
Thank you so much.